Hello, welcome to Paddock Uncut from Monaco. And if it's Monaco, we're on the Riviera. We must be on a terrazza overlooking the harbour. And isn't it absolutely resplendent? Just hits you in the face every time you come here. The splendour, the jewel in Formula One's crown, all of those things still hold true even after all those years. We're of course celebrating the 75th running of the Monaco Grand Prix. Plenty to talk about from their drivers in their interviews here on Wednesday, not Thursday, so let's get on with it. Here we are again.
Yes, we are, and you still haven't got any good questions.
You can
6 months on.
You can crash the notebook again this weekend if you want.
Okay, you still do that, do you?
I still do that.
I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
Nonsense. It was much better when you did it.
Okay, good. Right.
Do you think you can score points this weekend?
Who knows? I mean, yes, it's possible for one of the 20. You know, I can't even speak. See, I've forgotten how to do interviews.
A lot of people didn't know you'd retired. Actually, I said to my missus, "Jensen's back this weekend." She said, "Yeah."
You're kidding? Wow.
He's been around all. So no, he retired.
She doesn't watch motor racing either. Then.
To be fair, we haven't seen much McLaren on track this year, but.
Okay, I'm not going to smile at that one.
You're not, sorry.
I'm excited about the weekend. You know, when I got the call from Eric, I knew what he was calling about, and immediately it was yes. You know, to have the opportunity to jump in for the Monaco Grand Prix, it's just the coolest story ever, and yeah, I'm excited. I don't really know how it's going to be, but that's not important. It's about just enjoying myself this weekend, and from what I see with the car, what it was like in Barcelona, and hopefully with some of the upgrades we have for here, it should work well, and hopefully it will suit my style, and we can tweak it through the weekend. And you know, a happy driver is a quick driver, so we'll see.
Lewis, you spoke very movingly about how affected you've been by the terrible events in Manchester. How will that continue to be on your mind maybe throughout this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's just. I know everyone probably shares it with me. It's just difficult to think that I said on my social media the other day, it's just crazy to think where we are in the world. In 2017, there's so much death around us. You know, there's so much beauty, but yet there's just silly things that are happening all the time. And yeah, and just since the incident in Manchester, just walking around, it could happen. That kind of thing can happen anywhere around. Are we safe anywhere? You know, are our families safe? You know, so it's definitely a worry and a concern. But yeah, I can't even fathom how the families and that lost loved ones are feeling today. But I have to try and kind of compartmentalize that and try and drive the hardest I can this weekend and try and put positivity out there, because I know there's a lot of people that need it.
And a question about the start. It was a bit unfortunate. You got into the Ferrari and the Red Bull, and they went out. Have you taken anything away from the way the start went down in Spain?
Yeah, definitely. I could have done a better job. You know, the breaking point for turn one, I kind of lost the reference being so close to Sebastian. So, you know, I just wasn't reading correctly the situation. So initially braked a bit too early. Then I released the brakes, and that created opportunity for I think Kimi outside to try and come there. But then I just ran out of space inside really, and it was quite unfortunate. You know, three cars side by side. You know, it can be tight. So I think racing incident, but definitely could have personally braked later. But yeah, that happens, and but the race wasn't decided for me there. But obviously for them it was.
Congratulations on the finish in Spain, Checo. That was great. I was really worried about this weird thing. They were called to the stewards, the team after, because the number on the side wasn't big enough. Of all the things, were you all concerned? Did you hear about it in the briefing room? Or you think, oh my God, you know, we could have this taken away from us? I
heard about it actually afterwards. We were in the meeting and I heard about it. And firstly, I didn't knew what was going on. Then I found out, and I knew FIA was going to be sensible about it, and yeah, now we've changed it, and happy days, you know. I think we gotta comply with the rules. I think in first place we were complying with the rules, but we just made it a bit bigger now.
The clash with Kvyat in Spain was annoying, wasn't it? He would have been in the points other than. Have you put it down to anything, learned anything from it?
I don't know, it's one of those things where I didn't feel like I had a lot to lose. I had 1 point to lose and 1 to gain, so I saw, there was a gap, and I went for that, as any racing driver should do, I guess. So, these things happen. It could have gone well, but it didn't. So, better luck next time.
Do you come here thinking, yeah, maybe if things go my way, there is a chance for a big result?
You never know when you go in Monaco, and everything is possible. And a few years where I started the race really well, had good performance, but didn't go anywhere. And some years like 2014 where we didn't have any performance, but we still managed to get into the points. We'll see. It comes on Sunday. I think first, we need to focus on the testing and then the qualifying and try to be as high up as we can, and then see if we're lucky or not.
Still looking for your first point this season, but as Annie here will tell you, Williams tend to have, well, let's just say sometimes unlucky results here. I remember Nigel pitting for a puncture that wasn't and then stuck behind Ayrton. I remember Damon retiring from the lead. Maybe this was a long time ago, but wouldn't it be great if you could...
Let's go back to when Keke Rosberg won here. Can you please mention a few good things? I'm not having that.
Well, Williams, my question was, wouldn't it be great if you could score your first points here at a track where sometimes, let's say, Williams have been unlucky?
Well, I think it would be great to score it anywhere. I would have took it in Russia, or anywhere. But I mean, I think this weekend will be. I don't want to say, I don't want it to be negative, but it will obviously be a tricky weekend for me. First time here, and we've seen in previous years it's not where the car is the strongest. So, but you never know. So I don't want to focus on the negatives. I mean, I'm looking at the positives, and I think it will be a fun weekend. I think it will be, a great joy to get out there and drive in the streets of Monaco in Formula One. At 18 years old, I think it's a dream. It's a dream, to race here in the first place, and to actually be here and be a part of it will be very special. So I'm looking forward to that.
How excited are you?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to start driving. It's so nice to see this place like this. So much people around as well. It makes it a big atmosphere. And it's known as one of the best races of the calendar, and it's probably one of the best, or the best, definitely.
Is the P5 Esteban Ocon that we saw in Spain, is that it now? You are 100% fully up to speed, or you feel like there's still more to come, you can still do better than that?
I feel like I'm up to speed quite well, but there is always room for improvement. Obviously here it's a track I don't know, so that would be the difference. In Barcelona I knew it, I knew the track. Here it's a totally new thing for me. Of course I had a good preparation in the sim, but it's never the same in real. No, I feel I'm up to speed, but I still feel there is a lot more to come.
Quickly, Daniel, I've heard you say you forgot about the disappointment of last year's race within a couple of days, but is maybe the real truth only by winning here will you completely erase it?
Maybe. I mean, for sure, the memory of that, that's there forever, I guess. But it's not, obviously, it doesn't hinder anything that I do these days. I sleep well and all that. But I would say, yeah, for it to completely be eliminated from my memory, then it would probably take another win or a win here.
Can you do that this year?
I can, absolutely. We'll see. Hopefully we've got a car to be able to do that. We've got some parts this weekend. I'm confident that they'll give us a bit more than we had in Barcelona. They're definitely more biased to a high downforce kind of setting, and here you don't really rely too much on straight line speed. It's like put everything on the car possible, and if it sticks, then you get a bit of lap time. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm ready. I know the team is feeling good, so we'll bit by bit. Hopefully, we get close come Saturday.
Jensen's back this weekend. He says he put it in the harbour twice on the simulator. Maybe joking, but could there be more incident this year because there's the extra horsepower, because the cars are wider? Could we see a lot happen?
I think it will be trickier in terms of we're going to go quicker. I think with all the grip that we got now, and because the car's wider, effectively the track's smaller, narrower. So higher speeds, less room to play with. It's probably likely you'll see a bit of that. Just hopefully not from me, and then I'll be right.
So Kimi, congratulations to the second kid you have now at home. So how is life with two girls, with your wife? And
no, thank you. It's all good. She's healthy, and so that's the main thing. And everything. Wife is healthy, so. Obviously, it's a very early days, so it doesn't change so much.
Sleepless nights?
No, it's been okay. So for me at least, I don't feed them, so it's not awful lot that I can do, apart from sleeping. But no, we're happy. Very great thing for us, and obviously the main thing is everybody's healthy, so that's the big plus.
Seb, thinking about the fight that you had with Lewis in Spain and the characteristic of your car, is it possible to feel the favorite here in Monaco?
I don't know. I think we have a very strong package. I think we are a very strong team, so we don't have anything to be afraid of. But if you look at the last couple of years, it's true that Mercedes was, very strong around here. So they will be the ones naturally to beat. But yeah, I'm confident that we can have a good weekend.
When you think of the pace that I've had over the years, it's always proven to be the most, not the Achilles heel, but kind of the unicorn of races, that one that just always gets away from you. So yeah, there's been, I would say at least 2, maybe 3 that I probably should have had, but other things came into play. But I'm grateful for the ones I have. Not many people in the world can say they have a Monaco Grand Prix win under their belt, and especially the way that those 2 wins came about, 2008, 2016. So sometimes quantity isn't everything, and quality is, those are real quality races that I really earned. So proud of those ones. But of course, want to have more.
Do you think that it's possible the pole with this Ferrari here in Monte Carlo?
Yes, I think it's possible. We need to get into the rhythm, and Monte Carlo is a lot about confidence in the end of the day, so you need to trust your car. But I'm confident that we have the tools, so it's up to us to find the right setup to get into the groove, have the confidence. Wider car, wider tires, makes the track more narrow, I guess. I don't think the track got any wider, so we'll see. Nobody has had the experience yet. I think on the other tracks you don't really feel the maneuvering being too different with the wider cars. I don't think it should be a big issue here, but for sure it will be more narrow. So places like the hairpin, which I don't know what it's called now. It used to be Lowe's, but now it's not sponsored anymore. Is it still? No? Whatever. So let's call it hairpin then. Or the chicane, Raskas, those bits that are usually quite narrow. We'll see how they pan out.
Well, plenty there from the personal, Kimi Räikkönen, saying that he's not getting sleepless nights because he's not the one who's feeding his new daughter Rihanna. Congratulations to him on Mintu on that. To the technical, Sebastian Vettel saying that pole is possible. And he looks forward to the fight with Lewis Hamilton on Saturday. That's all for now. Thanks very much for watching. See you throughout the weekend. Bye-bye.